It's almost time to pick up our new pigs, and we need to get this pen done. So today, Philip is working on the pig pen so we can get the pigs settled in here at the farm. Hey friends, it's Barbara Sue at Kowalski Mountain, and welcome back to the homestead. So we bought 3 feeder pigs about 6 weeks ago, and it's time to bring them home to the farm. So today we're working on the pig pen to get them all settled in here at Kowalski Mountain. That's cute. The brown one is the daddy?
Yeah, the ginormous one.
Yeah, big boar.
Yeah. That's Rufus.
And these electric fence keep him in.
What?
He doesn't try to walk over that fence?
No, it's charged with 9.9 all the way around the whole farm. And when they get zapped,
They know it,
run
huh?
the other way.
Oh yeah, that they do.
So the boar is the big
Yes,
back
that he's
brown
scratching.
one. There we go.
And that's Rhonda. She's also
She's
Duroc.
also the Duroc.
And she is, what is she? She's Duroc and...
Duroc and Spot.
Dad calls her Spot, but her name is Hamhock.
When she was growing up, she had the black spots on her like that one had. You can kind of make them out a little
Yep.
bit, but the color
Oh, like
changes.
the little one that he likes has the spots like that.
Yes.
Oh my! Oh, I can step in.
Yeah.
I don't want. I don't want to get stunned on that thing.
Just watch where you're stepping.
Oh my God!
Mama let you get by him?
Yeah.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Yeah. Follow away from kids.
Had to run away. Had this many babies, you'd have to run away too. That other spotted one, he's really cute too. Or she is really cute.
What is that one right by you, Tom? You just touched her.
This one or
Yep, that one, white.
That's a girl, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's a
Yeah,
girl.
that girl.
Very unique.
Oh, I love those ears.
3 of these belong to her, but she had 15 and only 12 teats. So we had to Shanghai them after we fed them. So they
She
were...
only had 8.
Were they accepting?
Yes.
Mama's just.
You can see there's a little bit, couple of little smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was gonna try to run through.
What happened to her leg? She got a little stepped out of that leg.
She got stepped on.
By the mama. I had one stepped on. Got the sticker tree.
It's on our to-do list.
On her list.
You're more than welcome to take anything you want off of our to-do list. So how we have that box set up is Mama won't go under that wire.
Right.
But the babies will, and as the babies get older, we'll feed them in that box. And then there's another door. They
It
feed them,
closes it off.
and it closes it off.
You
so
don't
they-
get in there, we close it off. Now they're easier to catch and leave. Or to catch and get shot.
Training them early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I even tried doing a farrowing pen too, because just allowing them to feed and come and go inside. I actually used old truck bed liners on the bottom so that I can keep that cleaned up. And I just hose it off every time I went out there, and it did great. But I still felt like it wasn't enough room.
We just give them a bale of hay and they do their own. Hi there, babies.
You know, are these the Duroc Hampshire mix as well?
These are Duroc and her mix. She's a blue butt,
Okay.
which is a Hampshire Yorkshire mix. Which
I would say
causes
she looked a
that.
lot like Yorkshire.
Well, that's the white part of her.
Right.
But,
And the brown, the butt is that blue butt.
and that's why she gave all these Hampshire look to pigs here.
Come here, Mama, smell. Come here, Mama.
This is what 3 pigs do after a week and a half of good rain.
Oh wow.
When it gets just tear it up. But we had 3 of them in here, so that's why it's a mess.
So you put a gate here with a pallet?
Yes, the pallet just sits up here.
They won't cross that line no matter.
No,
if you take
they
it down.
don't. Pallet there, I got wires here to wire it up on there. Open it up and they walk right through.
There's a guy on YouTube when I first, many years ago now, I started looking into it. They were doing free range and they would move them automatically, just move the wire.
Yeah.
Well, they would have a wooden gate, same spot, and they know that they can do it through that spot. It
Yes.
won't go through anywhere else.
Right. That's the way these guys are. The wire's underground, you let it go over to that post and that lights up all 6 of these, a separate wire for those 4, and the other one for whatever's in front.
And what did she say the wire is that you use? The strength wire or the thickness?
This is high tensile wire, it's 12.5 gauge.
Mm-hmm.
And
Same
this
thing
is
used
just
for
your
the bolts.
regular your poly wire.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have to get the double insulated to go underground.
Mm-hmm.
What size charger you guys have? She said 9.9, but what?
Well,
Maybe.
that's what
That's
it
what it's putting
puts
out.
out. Is 9.9. It was a fairly cheap one. I forget the brand name of it. Do you think?
Because I've got a few of them right now, and one's, I don't know. I know the silver one's got some decent jewels, but it might be also the wire that we're using. We use that solid metal instead of the poly braid.
Yeah.
You'll get a much bigger zip.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the braid doesn't give you much.
Well, we get the same 9.9 off of that as we do off of that. Even
But
as
the
it
feel
goes
is it-
around our
yeah,
field.
you're using the same. Are you getting the same feel off of it?
We got a meter that tells us how much we're getting.
Well,
Same
But
on
when
still,
we touch that thing, it's
but
like,
good
okay, I can
sound,
hit this
good
one. This
sound.
one is like,
the well,
no.
9.9 could be the maximum reading on the meter too.
right.
You know, and this one could be getting 15. And this
Well,
one
with
getting 10.
these, it's all about the amperages. If there's not a lot of amps, even though it is 9,000 volts, there's.
But you're hooked up to normal.
How's
It
that?
hurts, but it ain't
Yes.
gonna kill you.
I might have to check
We
out
had
one of
solar
those.
ones out here, but the batteries are only good for like 2-3 years, and then the batteries are like $70 a piece.
Yeah.
You know, and
You
I
might as well buy
think
a whole
we got the one that we hook into the house. That was only $110. Wow, what a big difference! And so with the solar, you're limited to how long the wire can be, but with the house one, you can have almost, it's like 30 miles of wire, you know.
It's plugged in back there at the house.
The only thing I've got one that's 30 miles. No, 2 of them that are 30 miles, but they're 2 different kinds.
Yeah,
And we
got-
only have solar, so.
Right.
solar, yeah, we had that solar, was it a something 6 and a solar 12 that we got from Performance Feeds. I wasn't impressed with them. The original one we got from Premier One online.
Yep.
Got it from there. They're 120.
I've got one of those too, but I haven't cracked it out of the box.
Oh, that one, I love that
We were
one.
gonna use that with the chickens, but I thought, well, I haven't cracked it out of the box. I might as well go
It
ahead and
works
stick it on
great
pigs.
for the pigs
Now
too.
we've got mesh as well. I've got mesh for the goats. I've got mesh for pigs. I've got mesh for.
When it comes time to have the piglets, we stick them up front because there's more room and we can watch them easier.
How are you guys proportioning your feed? You're only giving them so much a day.
1 pound per month of age. And if we're not growing them out to eat, that stops at 5 pounds
And that is a day.
a day. Half in the morning, half in the
I
evening.
was gonna ask specifically.
That's like all of those 3. They're
I
right
always kept
now.
it available.
Huh?
I always kept my food available. But then when they ran out and they were in that closed pen and they could see through, they wanted out.
Yeah. With the little ones, when we wean them for their next month, they'll have unlimited feed because they're not going to really eat a lot at once.
Are you using any kind of medicated?
No.
And you don't use any finisher grower?
Nope.
At the end?
Nope. Just regular old 16% swine feed, and that works out. And we give them 1 pound per month of age per day, and then if it goes up to 6 months, on their 6 months, they get 6 pounds a day. You know, but these guys over here stop at 5, otherwise they get fat and lazy, and
So the ones you're feeding out to butcher, you keep that up.
you keep 1 pound per month, all the way up until they're at whatever you want. Ours generally get around 300, 325 after 7 months. Maybe 7 months in a week.
Do you supplement anything else? Give garden scraps and that kind of stuff?
Oh yeah, whatever leftovers we have.
Yeah.
We have extra yogurt.
They love sweet potato leaves too.
Yes.
Blackberries.
So
I plan on growing some
squash.
sweet potatoes next to the pen so they can just eat it right through.
We grow zucchinis and summer squash in the garden. We don't really care for it. We grow it more for pigs.
That's what I meant by
Give them to the pigs.
I've already tilled up an area for our
Yep.
squash and pumpkin.
Oh,
The pumpkin patch is going to be right next to it.
We take a pumpkin, just kind of slam it in there, step on it, and that's all you got to do. They'll eat it up.
Yeah.
Same with the squash. We just cut them in half lengthwise. Fair Road, her feed has gone up from 5 pounds, what these adults get, to 15 pounds a day. So all the while she's with these pigs for the next 6 weeks, 15 pounds a day. That adds up.
Yeah.
This will be their first holding pen area. Need to figure out where I'm going to put the shelter. Left it out here so I wouldn't have to mow up underneath, and it gives them some shade and a little bit of sun. They'll get the sun first coming up in the morning. Ticks are like crazy in the leaves back there.
Oh, great.
So if you go walking in there, just FYI, I gotta spray. I probably killed a dozen of them, easy.
Lovely. So you want to tell me what the plan is for this?
Well, right off the bat, we'll get a gate on here, put the wire up, put the electric fence out here on the post, and be ready to receive the pigs. And then from there, that'll be the entry-exit point where we'll come, where they'll go. They'll remember that that's the only spot that doesn't have electric fence. And I think what I'm going to do is put another fence on the outside of that, just in case they get out. But when they get a little bit older, we're going to run wire down and around in the fence. So, what do you want to know?
So we're not going to get the electric up before the
What?
exterior one? The exterior electric?
We don't need to do the out until they get used to in here. That'll give me time. I still got projects to finish. Get wire in here, electric box out here, and then I'll go ahead. In the meantime, once I get my other projects wrapped up, when they get closer and closer ready to go, I'll start running wire down and throughout the woods. I mean, honestly, they're on the small side as it is, so it's going to be kind of tough. I'm probably going to have to run around with a weed eater, because you can see how close the wire needs to be to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So there ain't nothing saying that they can't stay in here for a while. Let them get up a little bit bigger where that top one means something to them, and then I don't want to take a chance and something falling on it, and it's going to have to be a daily check too. Put a pole right here, then I can catch that sun, and I'll trim all this stuff back. I'll catch the early sun, and it'll stay charged as long as I can. I might have to trim some of this up here and let it thicken up on the center. Thankfully I have my power printer. I might as well do that while it's spring. So I'll just face it, give me some more sky visibility, but I'll put a post right here. And I need to see about where I'm going to put the water. So I'm going to put a big water tank. I had a couple different options. I used to use a hose with the pig valve on it, and they're less likely to break it. Although I've seen some where they actually have the barrel and a hose just goes to the barrel and it fills it up like a toilet float, and they have access to the nipples on the side. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. I guess with the black ones I could actually put them down in there, screw them on real tight. But in the meantime, I'll just put a barrel here and figure out what I'm going to do for water purposes.
Hey friends, we are on our way to Honey Vale Farms to pick up our pigs. Now we were supposed to pick them up on Saturday and we're getting a lot of rain on Friday, and so we reached out to them and asked if we could come a little bit early to pick up our pigs before we cannot navigate the driveway. So today we're on our way to get our pigs. We have purchased a boar and 2 gilts.
You looking for enthusiasm? Yes,
Well,
get to complete my package for the farm.
Complete your package?
Complete the package.
We don't have sheep yet. It's not,
Well,
not complete yet.
Yeah, those are additive, so. Pigs, yes.
So
Sure.
pigs.
I miss having my pigs.
Philip's really excited about the pigs. And I'm excited about having pork in the freezer this winter. Because at this point, pork is really the only meat that we buy. So I'm very much looking forward to having pork in the freezer. We got a little traffic jam here. Came around the corner and there was an Amish buggy in the road. So you have to be watching for that when you live in Amish country. All right, well, let's go get some pigs. When we arrived at Honey Vale Farms, Tom and Rick had our pigs already loaded in the Ranger and they brought them right down to our vehicle. It was super easy to load them and not any stress at all. The whole experience was really smooth and we've really enjoyed learning and working with the family from Honey Vale Farms. So thank you, Tom, Rick, and Amy.
Come on, get over there. Yeah, come on. Gil. Oh, about to get. Gil. Come on, get up in there.
Sick of her.
Come on, lazy. Come on, lazy.
They weren't that lazy when we were trying to catch them.
No, they're all wore out. There's your boy.
We wore them out.
Yeah, towards the end here, all the pigs were traveling as a herd all across the pasture. They found the benefits of cow food. And they developed a taste for it, all of them. So all 20 of them running across the field, disturbing, they get noses on. Oh my gosh, they were, yeah, so they eat well. They've been weaned since last weekend, okay. So they ain't got to worry about them making mama noises. So
we got the cage all set up. We did like 16 by 16 back in the shade.
Yep.
Electric fence in there. I got the 2 strands in. Let them sit in there for a little bit. We'll get everything ironed out, and then I'll put the wire back in the woods and make a full-on shade. So
yeah, they'll be happy as bugs. Ain't you guys?
He's so calm.
You're so calm.
It's not on yet.
What is it, Roxy?
Piggies again! We got piggies! Yeah. Not this way, we don't need. There he goes. Disconnect it, go through. Well, we're going to put the other fence up. But,
Split that very evenly.
yeah, I went to get the water. Technically, we could use one for water.
That's just simple.
Huh?
Fill that.
They use the same thing for water.
They do.
Yeah.
How do they keep them full?
Easy.
I don't think she's been zinged by the fence yet. It doesn't seem like it bothers her.
All right, we ready?
I guess we're ready.
Vanessa, you come check out the piggies? Oh, and this green stuff over here. Look at that. Here, I should throw that in there. Look at piggies again, Roxy. Seats. 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 Sit. Roxy. Wait. Let the babies come out. Let the babies come out. I know you want to play with them. I know. They're almost as big as you. There you go. Guys, get warmed up. Stop. Sit. Oh, now you're all tough, huh?
Roxy quit. Maybe the one in the freezer.
She might be the one in the freezer. Roxy, back. Actually, you go on out. Come on. Come on. Come on, out.
Come on, Roxy. Just jump on.
Stop. Stop it. I need to bring that power pack over here too. Ah, good, it worked. Roxy, no.
That'll get them going in the right spot. Come here. Come on, you gonna be friendly? Come here. Come here. Stop, Rock. Oh, I know I'm gonna have to straighten her butt out real fast. I like having them from the little ones. Then you can train them up, you're used to. Don't go that way, silly.
And what are you accomplishing?
I'm trying to calm her down. They find out that they like being scratched and like pat.
Roxy, hush.
Break them.
Well,
Stop.
you don't have to do it as soon as they arrive. You can take time to warm up.
Stop. Stop. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. That's a good girl.
So for now we have a contained pig pen for these pigs. And if you look along the edges, you might see the little yellow clips. That holds the electric wire. Now these pigs have been trained to electric wire, and once they're settled in and comfortable to being here at the farm, we will create a larger space in the woods here using only electric wire. The wire has to be about nose height to give them a good zip if they touch it and they learn their boundaries, and they don't test them. Now we have 2 gilts, which are females, and a boar. This brown one is a female. One is destined to become pork. The other 2 we'll use for breeding, so that we can have our own pigs born here on Kowalski Mountain. that grass? Is that some good grass? Well, it's day 2 that we've had our pigs here at Kowalski Mountain, and I just came down to make sure they have water and to give them some trombonzito squash. Here, pig, pig, pig. Come here, pig, pig. Man, you are making short work over here. Come on, pig, pigs. We're going to have a talk about this water because you can guess who's going to end up doing this, and this is not going to be the regular way it's going to happen. There's going to be something more permanent here. Hey, pig pigs. Come on out. Hey, pig, 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 pig. Pig, pig, pigs. Goofball, get off that fence. You're just sitting on the fence, it's stinging you. Well, we are pretty excited to have pigs here at Kowalski Mountain. I grew up showing pigs in 4-H, and we always had pigs when I was a kid because my daddy always loved them. And Philip loves having pigs around, and we're really looking forward to these guys settling in a little bit, becoming a little bit more friendly so that we can have a little bit more hands-on approach to them. Now here at Kowalski Mountain, we are creating our own little Noah's Ark. We have our Dexters for breeding. Now we have our pigs and we have some chickens here on the farm. And all of a sudden this homesteading dream is really come together and feels like a real farm. Now I'd like to thank Tom and Amy and Rick. Thank you so much. We've really enjoyed working with you. And it's been a great experience in getting our pigs from your farm at Honey Vale Farms. There's a link in the description box if you're local to us here in Kentucky and you'd like to check out their farm. Not only do they have pigs, but they also have you-pick blackberries on their farm as well. As always, friends, we really appreciate you watching, especially to the very end. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, hit that button. We'd love you to be a part of the Kowalski Mountain family. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time. Are you king of the mountain, Chanticleer? Hey, buddy.